Hey there, Aquarius. This is Kim. Here to do a reading for you all. This reading is going to be for your next 48 hours. I'm going to start with the Epiphany deck combined with the Sacred Signs and Symbols. And then we're going to turn to the Light Seers Tarot to pull a Celtic Cross. And after that, I will use the Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck. And we'll pull, I will read you the omen from that card. So, calling in Aquarius to spirit guides, angels, higher self, higher power, which I've been told anyway that it's almost better if you would refer to it as your true self, because that is what it is. Your truth will set you free. Your truth will set you free, Aquarius. Truth will set you free. Feeling that royalty vibe with the purple. I have planning for the future. Travel is good for the soul. Travel is good for the soul. Planning for the future. And what else for Aquarius do we have? Aquarius, your season's coming up too, isn't it? January 25th to February 18th. For Aquarius, somebody got caught in a bunch of lies. Somebody got caught in a bunch of lies, they say. This might be somebody that you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be you, right? There may be evidence or some kind of like spying going on. That doesn't sound good. There's also possible twin flame energy coming up, awaiting this union. If you don't already have that energy like pinpointed out, it might be an energy like that. And reminiscing on past precious moments. There might be somebody like kind of looking at you. You may want to be careful about that. Yeah, I would just be careful with yourself. You know, be careful with the sites that you know, go incognito if it's something you don't want others seeing. Or, I don't know, just be careful with your stuff, your privacy. Cameras, be careful with that. Obviously, the spy. That might be you be doing the spying. There's always sometimes a curious natured looking into, not necessarily something bad. I wouldn't jump to everything being something ill intent. So try to look for the good thing first. That's probably what it is. So what's the issue for Aquarius? What's their issue? What's the issue for Aquarius? We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. There's mending that needs to be done with a soulmate here, Aquarius. I also have Five of Pentacles in reverse. So it's a person that either made you feel left out, not belonging, or neglected, abandoned, or not listened to, ghosted. Or it's about financial opportunities needing to pop up and heal themselves, something in the family, something that is deep-rooted. Now, I think this is about truly fitting in, though. This is about finding that niche, finding your niche, finding your soul family, finding the people that you feel like you truly fit in with. Six of Cups energy in the reverse is a mending that is definitely going to be taken here. You know, the girl in the picture, what's neat is her shawl reminds me of the aloe vera leaf. So I think of healing when I'm looking at that. And then also the key to that door, to getting through that door of change, is right there. It's heavy, sure, but it's right there. And maybe sometimes we don't want to look at the solution, so we don't see it because we're not looking for it. But this is telling you to, hey, there's some more options here. There's more options. Scorpio energy again, right? Yeah, Scorpio energy again, and Taurus energy as a challenge. What's at the root of this reading, or at the heart of the matter? What's at the root of your reading? It is change really wanting to come because something feels like it's too hard to balance this anymore. Something is just really off with the situation. I mean, maybe this is about the balancing of, well, it could be anything from everyday things to checkbook to choices. It can be about the choices that you have. it's always about the ups and downs here with this Two of Pentacle energy. So with it being in the reverse, I would say be open to change that's coming in that will help relieve you. And there's a message here to live moment to moment. Take things, if things feel overwhelming, then take it moment to moment here. Just take it moment to moment. If something seems overwhelming, then you'll be all right. Might involve a Capricorn energy. Past energy here for Aquarius. What's the past energy looking like? Ten of Swords. Somebody really, really let you down. The Five of Wands. You feel like they didn't fight hard enough, or that somebody didn't try enough to get something to work or try to make something work. So it left you feeling very betrayed and hurt and not having all the answers. Feeling like death by 1,000 paper cuts here by somebody that you probably knew. So this is like being done with the comparisons, done with the hurt, done with the betrayal, done with investing too much more of yourself into this person or situation. Ten of Swords. Five of Wands could be Leo energy. The Ten of Swords could be Gemini energy. Might have to do with family members, kind of being done with a situation, like in the family, a situation. What is the now moment screaming to us is saying there will be a time when we have to get down from where we are right now. Although where you're at is giving you this ability to stretch, activate your chakras, your kundalini maybe even, and as a result of this wonderful position here you've got yourself in, is that you can see things from an enlightened point of view. The 12, the Hangman. Seeing things from a completely different perspective. And I will say that with those runes popping out, like they've been glowing. Now that you're at this position, now that you're in this position, you can see it a little bit differently, and it's looking like you're getting some symbols, hidden symbols. You're getting messages that are made for just you, nobody else, and you know this. The future energy for you, Aquarius, is the Wheel in reverse. All about perspective, and it's all about how you're looking at your situation. There's something that when I see this in the reverse, I'm thinking it's a blessing in disguise, because they don't really understand that their luck's about to change. Luck's about to change. Don't those look like the poker chips or gambling chips? I don't know. It's like something took a gamble here. Maybe, I don't know, spirit or something. Needing you to change your outlook. Let's get, well, no, let's get a clarifying card for that later. All right, so how do you feel? How do you feel? Because sometimes by the time I get done with the reading, it's like, okay, now it makes sense. And that might happen to us. Yeah, okay, so we're looking a lot on the past, okay? We're looking a lot on the past. We're also looking a lot at something that is just not true, something that's mirroring something way worse to us than what it actually is. With the Eight of Swords, it's very obvious that this is a person who's looking into a mirror. But here's the thing. If you shine your light on this mirror, what happens when you shine bright light onto a mirror? The picture just kind of dissipates, right? And it scatters, and all you see is light. And this right here is a free person. The only thing we're trapped by is our guilt, our fears, irrational or rational. It doesn't matter. We can still be trapped by them. There's nothing to do to your fears except shine the light on them. It's exactly what you do to fears. You don't have to do anything, Aquarius. In your environment, ooh, nice. Aries energy, the Queen of Wands. There's some magic wand here, and this magic fairy dust that is being spread all over a situation. Somebody's being very bold and daring in your life, in the situation around you. You may be noticing your magic. Aries energy associated with Queen of Wands is kind of like super confident in your abilities. Your skills are there to share with others, and you're doing that because she's very sharing. This Queen of Wands energy, very cat right here. Lucrative win, possibly. The Tower, a sudden change. The light's being shown, so what's not real is going to be dissolved. This might be a good thing for you, right? What is the hope or fear here? The hope or fear here. Six of Pentacles in the reverse is that things will just keep on going on as if it's not fair. You see, cycles. Fearing repeating cycles of something that doesn't feel fair. So a fear might be someone not being reciprocal, giving you back the same energy, you know, that you're putting in. That could be a fear. And the outcome for Aquarius, and then we're going to pull an omen card. Nice. There's the Hermit. Have Virgo energy again. This is about going inside for your own light and for your own answer. I'm noticing that both of these, this now moment and now, and this one has just the same glow, enlightenment, glowing. You're alone both times. You are feeling like you're self-sacrificing, or you're just barely hanging in there. You know, things are just so not fair, like feeling. But we have Virgo sandwiched by Taurus energy right here. That's interesting. So the Hermit is this wonderful journey that only you can take by yourself. You learn in this darkness of yourself, of your shadows. Well, it's you learn how to shine your light, because that's what has to be done. And ultimately, it'll come down to, okay, what has to be done? And you will either face your fear by shining your light on them or not. What has to be done is the shining of the light, and that's something that I feel like you just do automatically. This Eight of Swords issue is the thing that concerns me the most in your reading, Aquarius, because it's really saying you've got to free your mind. You got to get out of the feeling like everything you're seeing is actually real. What you're seeing is past emotions being mirrored back. Not just emotions, but it's everything, right? It's what you thought up of. And sometimes it's not what we feel like it should be, but this place takes a little time. Things should be speeding up, but you still need to get out of the head. Eight of Swords here. Get out of your head. There's nothing to be afraid of. Once you shine your light, all those shadows go. All of the scary things go. Yeah. This is renewed hope, renewed possibility, starting over something maybe from the past, but it's just some big changes coming here regarding renewed hope, your dreams. When you find your light, it's like then you can put it on the leash. It's your light. No, I'm just kidding. You don't put it on leash, but I love the lights. It's your inner truth that sets you free. The star here, Aquarius, there's you. There's your energy. Maybe you're reminiscing about when you were a star. You know what I mean? All right. Now we're going to get a card to close out your reading, an omen from Heavenly Bodies Astrology, the little guidebook. Heavenly Bodies Astrology. For Aquarius, what do you got for Aquarius? No comparison. No comparison. I can see you wanting to get away from competition and games here too. I can see that. Ooh, we have square. We have square. A challenging situation and a mountain to climb. Let's do one more after we read what this one's omen is to get this square. A challenging situation or a mountain to climb. Okay. A square occurs when two planets sit 90 degrees away from one another. This is the most challenging dynamic to work through because it implies an internal and external struggle. There are not only energetic blocks, but obstacles experienced in the world. So, so this can represent self-fulfilling prophecy. This is creating feelings of confusion, conflict, and these blocks are magnified by the outside events, which seemingly seem to conspire to reinforce the challenge. Understandably, you might feel destined to fail in the face of a square, but you must persevere with courage. The journey through the sludge becomes your greatest teacher and leads to great rewards. Says the omen is you're being called to deepen your strength and preservation through a challenge that you face. Remain present through painful moments, asking, what are you here to show me? No shortcuts, no easy way outs, no falling back into old familiar habits. You're being summoned to rise up. This challenge wouldn't be here if you weren't strong enough to face it. This perspective doesn't deny the comfort you endure. It only asks that you look behind it and consider how it can teach you. How can it change you? Practice seeing beyond the physical reality of all things. There is always some kind of nectar buried beneath the sludge. Use this realization to expand your trust in life, especially if you find yourself in trying times. So trust in this challenging time. One more card. Maybe a solution for Aquarius here. Be nice to this square. Maybe a solution to this square. And Aquarius, thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching, subscribing, all of that good stuff. House 2. Physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. House 2. It has to do with House 2. So I will look up House 2 for you. We will both kind of learn these things. What the omen is, it says, material assets are necessary to survive and thrive. But at what point does this dependence become imbalanced? At what point does it become materialism? Perhaps you've placed too much value on material accumulation for fear that you are not enough. You are being reminded that you are enough, naked as you came, and the human body is your most valuable possession as your vessel to experience the physical plane. Your soul is the driver and your body the car. And more than that, your body loves you and wants to serve you. It's a gift and for you and your friends to care for. Engage in extra self-care, healthy foods to nourish, and breath work and movement to inspire flow and release. Caring deeply for your physical form will not only enhance your life force, but also become long-term practice in deepening your self-worth. This house can literally be seen as personal resources, such as money and a level of physical security, or figuratively as your mindset towards possessions. Also, the feelings of lack, ease, or entitlement, fear around not having enough, or conversely, trust in being provided for. If looked at from the perspective of a lifespan, it's the newly embodied human, establishing body awareness and physical security. It's the natural home of the grounded Taurus, connected to the material plane, and aware of what it needs to survive and thrive. And mine has to do with Taurus. Practical abilities. All right, guys, so that is what I've got for you. Let's say that is the closing of your reading. Thanks so much, Aquarius. Light and love. Bye, guys.